The Eternal Tapestry of Eldrith. Once nestled between dense, ancient forests and towering mountains, the village of Eldrith seemed untouched by the relentless march of time. The air was thick with an otherworldly stillness, and the sun hung in the sky as if hesitant to cast its light upon the mysterious hamlet. Eldrith had long been lost to the annals of time, a place where the years flowed like molasses, leaving its inhabitants suspended in a perpetual state of yesterday. Legend spoke of Eldrith as a haven for those seeking refuge from the storms of change that swept across the world beyond its borders. The villagers, their faces etched with the lines of centuries, moved about their daily routines with an eerie sense of familiarity. Buildings crafted from weathered stone stood as silent witnesses to the passage of ages, their time-worn facades holding secrets that only the ancient stones themselves could whisper. Generations came and went, but the village of Eldrith remained an enigma, seemingly untouched by the outside world. The village square, surrounded by time-worn cottages and cobblestone pathways, was frozen in an eternal moment. The townsfolk, clad in garments reminiscent of a bygone era, exchanged knowing glances as they carried out their ageless chores. A young traveler, drawn by tales of the village lost in time, stumbled upon Eldrith as if by fate. The moment he crossed the invisible threshold into the village, he felt the weight of centuries pressing down upon him. The air crackled with an indefinable energy, and the leaves on the ancient trees seemed to whisper forgotten secrets. As the newcomer explored the winding streets, he noticed the peculiar absence of children. No laughter echoed through the air, and the playgrounds stood empty, frozen in time like the rest of Eldrith. The village elders, their eyes filled with wisdom and weariness, regarded him with a mixture of curiosity and caution. The traveler soon discovered that leaving Eldrith was no simple feat. The boundaries of the village seemed to blur and shift, confounding any attempt to find an exit. It became apparent that Eldrith was a place untouched by the laws of time, a sanctuary for those who sought refuge from the relentless march of progress. As the seasons cycled endlessly and the years blurred into an indistinguishable continuum, the traveler became both a prisoner and a chronicler of Eldrith's timeless existence. He delved into the village archives, where ancient manuscripts and fading parchments revealed snippets of Eldrith's history, a history that seemed to loop and fold upon itself in an infinite loop. The village's curse, it seemed, was also its blessing. Eldrith had become a haven for those who yearned to escape the tumult of a changing world. Yet, as the traveler peered into the depths of Eldrith's mystery, he wondered if the village's stagnation was a fair price for escaping the relentless march of time beyond its borders. The traveler's days turned into months and months into years as he unraveled the mysteries of Eldrith. He forged connections with the timeless inhabitants, learning their stories and witnessing the subtle nuances of their unchanging lives. Eldrith, it appeared, had become a sanctuary for those who sought solace from the tumultuous currents of an ever-evolving world. Yet, beneath the facade of serenity, the traveler sensed a quiet desperation among the villagers. The weight of immortality bore down on them, and the absence of progress and change became a burden that even the ancient stones could not bear silently. Eldrith's eternal yesterday had become a gilded cage, trapping its inhabitants in a never-ending cycle of routine. As the traveler delved deeper into the village's secrets, he discovered the presence of an ancient artifact at the heart of Eldrith, a mystical timepiece said to be the source of the village's temporal stasis. Legend whispered that the timepiece had been a gift from a forgotten deity, a being who had granted Eldrith the boon of eternal refuge. Driven by a desire to understand and perhaps liberate the village, the traveler sought out the village elder, an ageless figure who held the key to Eldrith's fate. The elder, with eyes that reflected the weight of countless years, revealed the truth behind the village's timeless existence. The timepiece, it seemed, was both a blessing and a curse. It granted Eldrith its sanctuary from the ravages of time, but had also become an unbreakable shackle. The elder spoke of the villagers' silent plea for release, a yearning for change that lay dormant beneath the surface of their unchanging lives. Determined to free Eldrith from its timeless prison, the traveler embarked on a quest to find a way to manipulate the ancient artifact. He consulted ancient texts, sought the guidance of mystics, and ventured into the deepest recesses of Eldrith's forgotten corners. The village, sensing the stirrings of change, resisted his efforts, and the timepiece guarded its secrets with an ancient and stubborn tenacity. As the traveler grappled with the elusive nature of time within Eldrith, he began to feel the weight of centuries bearing down on him. His once youthful visage now mirrored the timeless faces of the villagers. The boundaries between outsider and inhabitant blurred, and he realized that to liberate Eldrith, he must first free himself from the shackles of the unyielding timepiece. In a moment of revelation, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the shadows of the ancient trees stretched across Eldrith's cobblestone streets, the traveler embraced the timeless essence of the village. He understood that true liberation lay not in escaping time, but in embracing it, in finding beauty and meaning in the ever-changing dance of existence. With newfound wisdom, the traveler turned his attention to guiding the villagers toward a harmonious coexistence with the passage of time. Eldrith, once a village lost in the stagnant waters of yesterday, began to ripple with the subtle currents of change. The timepiece, no longer of prison, became a beacon guiding the villagers into a future woven from the threads of their shared history. As the seasons finally unfurled in Eldrith, the laughter of children echoed through the village square and the playgrounds came alive with the joyous abandon of youth. The traveler, now an integral part of Eldrith's timeless tapestry, watched with a sense of fulfillment as the village embraced a new era, leaving behind the shadows of a perpetual yesterday. Eldrith, no longer lost in time, became a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dared to face the inevitability of change and find beauty in the ever-shifting sands of existence. The traveler, having woven his story into the fabric of Eldrith, found a quiet corner within the village where he could reflect on the journey that had brought him to this moment. As he watched the villagers embrace the ebb and flow of time, he marveled at the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity for growth that lay dormant even in the most timeless of places. Eldrith, once a village suspended in an eternal yesterday, had transformed into a living testament to the delicate balance between tradition and progress. The ancient stones whispered their approval as the village adapted to the changing seasons, each passing year adding a new layer to the rich tapestry of Eldrith's history. The traveler, now content in his place among the villagers, became a storyteller and guardian of Eldrith's chronicles. He shared the tales of the village's timeless past with the younger generations, ensuring that the lessons learned during the quest for liberation would echo through the ages. As the years continued to unfold, Eldrith became a beacon of hope for those who stumbled upon its hidden paths. Travelers from distant lands were drawn to the village not as prisoners but as custodians of a unique legacy. They too became part of Eldrith's story, contributing their experiences to the ever-expanding narrative of a village that had once been lost in time. And so, Eldrith thrived, embracing the cyclical nature of life, growth, and change. The once silent playgrounds resounded with the laughter of children, and the village square became a vibrant hub of activity. Eldrith had found a delicate equilibrium, a dance with time that celebrated both the stability of tradition and the exhilaration of progress. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the village, the traveler took one last look at the timeless beauty of Eldrith. With a heart full of gratitude and a sense of profound connection to the villagers, he walked into the evening shadows, knowing that the village he had once sought to liberate had, in turn, liberated him. Eldrith, no longer lost in the relentless currents of time, stood as a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dared to face the unknown, embracing the ever-changing landscape of their existence. And so, the village continued its journey, a living chronicle of a past that unfolded in the present and a future shaped by the timeless wisdom of Eldrith.